The world was not conforming to his views, and the radio newscaster didn't have much good to say, 'cause he was running real low on things to lose. So he thought he'd have himself a bowl of cornflakes, but the milk had turned to sour as his mood. Well, then he brewed up a big old pot of coffee. God, and he sat there in the kitchen and he stewed, 'cause he had one too many cups of coffee. He had one too many pieces of that noon. Well, the tap dripped in the sink while he teetered on the brink of disgruntled ex-postal worker blues. Hey! Sat down on the john, had to do his business before he faced the day. But when he reached for toilet paper, he found all he had was gone, and for that, goddammit, someone's gonna pay. So he went down to his last place of employment, a job he lost for his bad attitude. God will never know if he got some enjoyment for the way he chose to settle up his feud. Yes, he had one too many cups of coffee. He had one too many pieces of bad news. You could see it in his face. God, it was a terrible case of disgruntled ex-postal worker blues. Jimmy Cash. The guy who fired him, the guy who told him why, and that bitch who got the job he thought was his, and some guy he didn't even know just happened to walk by. But I guess sometimes that's just the way life is. By the time the cops arrived, it was all over. Except for picking up the bodies in the hall, and they found him with his weapon by his side, and his brains were splattered all across the wall, 'cause he had one too many cups of coffee. He was a walking, talking piece of real bad news. On the TV the next day, all the experts had their say. They said it was disgruntled ex-postal worker blues. Yeah, the cause of death was clear. It was dripping out his ear. It was disgruntled ex-postal worker blues. Yes, it was disgruntled